Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So today's webinar is about the internal packing order applet. So for today, we'll focus more on the manual packing. In the internal packing order applet, we have two types of packing. One is manual packing, another one is autofiling. So today, I'll cover the manual packing. So in order to give the full overview, I'll use a few other applets. For example, the stock availability applet, the internal sales order applet, the production planning and monitoring applet, followed by the manufacturing operation applet, then the stock transfer applet. So these 5 applets I'll also go through to show the entire process, like how the manual packing has been done. So just to start with, this manual packing is for the manufacturing side. So for the manufacturing side, once the production is done, then they proceed with the packing. So in order to show the whole process, I'll start first by creating a sales order. Then from the sales order, I'll do the production. Then from the production, I'll proceed with the packing. So first, let me create a sales order. So I click on the plus icon to create a new sales order. So in the main details, let's say I want to produce in the production location. Okay, then I fill in the sales agent. Then I go to the account and I select any entity randomly. Okay, then I go to the lines. So here I'll use one item, which is this MCSC035BKS. So this one I'm going to use for the demonstration. Okay, so here let me fill in the item details first. So let's say for the quantity base, I want 100 quantity and the price is, let's say 10. So the total price is 1000. So now I go to the MRP tab. So this MRP tab is for the manufacturing side basically. So here I want to produce for the P flow. So here in the production status, I change to requested. Then I click on add. So this line item already added with this sales order. Then I can check back all of the details. So far, everything seems fine. So I just proceed to finalize this sales order. Okay, so my sales order number is 100159. So once I finalize this sales order, this will flow to the production planning and monitoring applet. So here, if I go to this production request menu, then here I can see all of the requested sales orders. So just now, as you can see, I finalized this 100159. So you see the 100159 is the very first item in my listing, and the production status is P. The P or the production status is requested. So from here, I can either approve or reject the request. So for the demonstration purpose, I'll approve this. Then I click on save. Okay, so upon approval, it's gone from the listing because this one only shows the requested P or the production status sales orders. So now as my sales order already approved from requested, now I can proceed to create a job order using that sales order. So now let's say I want to create a job order, right? So if I click on this plus, then I can create a new job order. So here I need to select the item code. So for the item code, I'm going to use the same that I used in my sales order, which is this. Okay, so I select this item. Okay, then I need to fill in the group name for the process instance. Then I can click on create. Then my new job order, which is 2602102, this one has been created. So basically this part 2602110 is referring to the date, and number 2 is the job number created for today. So previously I was doing some testing. So that time I created this one. So now for the demonstration purpose, I just created another one with 2. So now if I click on it, then I go to the sales order link, this tab. And if I click on plus, then basically I can see the sales orders to link with this job order. So now you remember I created this 1000159, this sales order. So I'll use this sales order to link. So my order quantity was 100 and the quantity to add will be 100 as well. Then I click on add. Okay, so after I click on add, next thing I need to do is to generate the process instance. So I can click on this generate process instance. So upon clicking on that, the process instance will be generated and the job order status will be changed to planned. Okay, so now once this part is done, then the next thing is I need to move to the manufacturing operation applet. So here in the production planning and monitoring applet, basically I did the planning for the production. Now for the manufacturing and operations applet will be used to actually produce the thing according to the planning. So in the manufacturing operations applet, we have two menus, the operator PMC and the supervisor PI. So first I need to come to this supervisor PI. So let me refresh or doing the research. Okay, so once I searched, I refreshed the listing basically, then I can see the job order, which I just now created from here, this 2602102. So for this job order, I can see there are basically two process type. One is standing, another one is sheeting. So the priority for standing is 1, or the sequence is 1, and the sheeting is 2. So according to the sequence, the supervisor will update the priority. So let's say I click on the update priority. So once the supervisor already updated the priority, then in the operator PMC, they can see the things according to the sequence and the priority. From the operator side, they will pick up the first prioritized item first. So, but before operator can pick up the things, the supervisor needs to give the input item. So I go to the sequence 1 process. Then I go to the input item. So this will be my input item. So now this one I need 3,787 quantity. So I fill this in. This one I take from one bin. This one is one of the largest bins. So I take from here, then I click on add. Okay, then I can save. Okay, then I go to the operator PMC, and then from the operator side, they will start producing the things according to the first process type. So this is the standing is my priority 1. So I click on that. So this is my input item, which the supervisor side will select it for me. Then from the operator side, they just need to go to the worklog. They need to create a new worklog. In the start end, like if I just press the start button, the current date and time will be recorded, and when after completing the production, when I click on end, the end date and timestamp will be recorded over here. Then this one I can key in anything. The EOM is meter and the total quantity produced will be 100. If let's say I produce more or less, then that one will be recorded in here like this. So for the demonstration, I'll just produce the actual quantity. Then I click on create. Okay, so this is my work log. So now if I go to the output item, then here my planned quantity, the workload quantity, everything has been filled in. So now I need to select the bin. So for the bin, let's say I want to produce the entire thing in one container. So my container quantity is 1. My container measurement will be 100, and the EOM is meter. So now if I click on add, then this bin I can see. So from the operator side, they can proceed to save it. Okay, so once they save it, after filling all of the information, then the status will be changed to pending approval. So now the supervisor needs to approve it. So from the supervisor side, I open back the process type again. So now I can see the input, then I can see the output, which just now I filled in from the operator point of view. Now, if I go to the worklog and if I click on it, then I can either approve or reject it. So for the demonstration purpose, let's say I want to approve it. So upon approval, let's say I click on final. Okay, so once I clicked on final, then the stranding process will be done. So the next one is sheeting. So the sheeting status changed to ready. So now for the sheeting from the supervisor side, similarly, I need to give the input item. So for my previous process, there were only one input item, but for this one, I have two input items. So I fill in the input items. After I finish the stranding, then I need to move to the sheeting. So for the sheeting, actually, this is my process, this 2602.102, because this is today's date. So I need to select this one. So this one, the status changed to ready. Now, similarly, for the second process, from the supervisor side, I need to give the input item. So here I need 5. So let's say from any of the bin, I choose 5 of this. Then I click on add. Then I save it. And I need another item for this process, another input item, which is this one. So this one I need 100 quantity. So let's say I select from the last one. I have 880. So I choose 100 from here. Then I save it. Okay, so now for my second process from the supervisor side, I already give the input. Now using this input from the operator side, they will produce. So from the operator side, the job order number with 2602.102 has been changed to ready status. So I can click on it. Then here, these are the input items. And this will be my output item. So I go to the worklog. So from the supervisor side, let's say similar to the first process. Now I want to proceed with the second process. So I click on the start and end to record the start time and end time. Okay, then here I can key in anything. The total quantity required is 100. So let's say I want to produce the exact 100. Now I click on create. So my workload has been created. Now from the operator side, I move to the output item. Then I click on it. So here you see my planned quantity is 100, workload quantity also 100, but the actual quantity is still 0 because I didn't produce the bin yet. So I want to produce the bin now. I want to produce only one bin. So I click on plus. So my container measurement is 100, total container quantity is 1. So I click on save. So once I click on save, then in my output item main details, my actual quantity also filled in automatically. So now I click on save again. Okay, so once I clicked on save, that means from the operator side, my production is done. Next thing is it will move to the supervisor side for the approval. So from the supervisor side, this is the job order number I was using. So supervisor can click on it again. Then they can see the output item. They can see the worklog, the total quantity required and all those things, and the total quantity produced. Then they can approve. Okay, so upon approval, they can click on the final. So once it's finalized, then if I come back to this job order, you see my initial status was planned. So if I refresh this listing, from planned, it's changed to completed. That's mean whatever I plan to produce, I already completed the production. So upon production, now I will do the stock transfer. So I produced in the production location. That's why in the stock availability applet, in the bin availability, you can see in the production location, I have one bin with 100 quantity. So now I want to do the stock transfer from the production location to the packing location for the manual packing purpose. So I can create a stock transfer request. So here I click on plus, then I create a stock transfer as usual. So the location will be from production to packing. Okay, so for the line item, I will just use the item that I produced just now, which is this one. Okay, so here I need to select the bin number. So this is the bin 260210-2. So here I'll took all the 100 quantities. Then I click on add. Okay, then I can final already. So just now I created the stock transfer request, which is 1000118. Okay, so now I go to the queue. Okay, so before I show you from the queue, let me show you from the stock availability applet again, how the stock movement is happening. So I search by the item that I'm using. Okay, so this one currently in my SIT location, and it's no longer available in my production location because I have initiated a stock transfer request from production to packing. Okay, so it's currently in my queue. This one 1000118. So if I go to the queue and if I search again, then I can see this one in my stock transfer queue. So I can click on it, either I can accept or reject. So for the demo purpose, I'm going to accept it for now. Okay, so once I accepted it, then after I refresh this will auto refresh after some time. It will be removed from the SIT location, and it will be, you see just now after auto refresh, it removed from my SIT location, and it should be added in my packing location. So if I check in my packing location, I have so many bins, but this is the bin that I just now produced, which is 260210-2 with 100 quantity. So you can match with the job order number, this 260210-2. So now my stock transfer has been successfully done. So from the production location, after producing the thing, I did the stock transfer from production to packing. So now I'll go to the internal packing order applet to proceed with the packing. So in the internal packing order applet, so before I do that, upon stock transfer has been done, I need to go to the sales order applet again. And for the same sales order, now I need to change the MRP status from P to EX. So this one, I'll remove the P, and for the EX, I'll change it to requested. That means my production is already done. Now I want to proceed with the packing. So I change the status to EX. Now I save it. So this is my sales order number 1000159. So now if I come to this packing request, then I can see all of the EX requested sales orders. So this one is the one that I just now changed the status in sales order applet. So the packing supervisor can click on it and they can see all of the details and they can either approve or reject the request. So for the demo purpose, I'll proceed with the approval. So once I approved, it's gone from this listing and it's showing me the other requested sales order. So now using the approved sales order, I can create a new packing order. So for that, I need to click on the plus. So when I click on the plus, let's say I go to the search tab here, then I can see all of the approved sales orders where the EX status is approved. So this is the one that I just now approved. So I'll use this one. So for this, my packed quantity will be 100 because my order quantity is 100. So I'll just maintain the same quantity. Then I click on add. So once I clicked on add, then for this time, my location will be changed to packing because currently I'm in packing location. My account will be auto filled in by fetching the information from the sales order, I mean the customer details. And for the line, it will be also filled in accordingly. So these are all of the things. So here I have the bin. So in the bin, these are the inventory bins I have, and these are the reserve bins and all those things. So now I can proceed to save it. Okay, so after I save it, then I make it finalized. So once the packing order is created by the packing supervisor, then it will flow to the operator queue. So just now, I think the listing got refreshed. So just to double confirm, I think I'm using this one. Let me check again. Yep. So this 10000086, this is the one with the or 10000202. So this is the packing order number. So I go to the operator queue. Then I'll see the first listing with the 100 quantity that currently I'm using. So the packing status is incomplete. So now from the operator queue, the operator will proceed with the packings. So in the input main details, I can see all of the filled in details. So now I need to select the input bin. Okay, we cannot see the input bin from there because I think when we create the packing order, we need to select the bin also from the inventory. So here I'm selecting the bin, the one I just now produced. So I click on add. Then maybe I save again. Now if I go to the operator queue, yeah, so now I can see the input bin. So from the operator side, they will go to the main tab, and then here they will fill in the length marking and all those things. So the required quantity was 100, the actual quantity is 100 as well. So now once I key in the actual quantity, the length marking, depending on the forward or backward direction, these things will be filled in. So now I can click on save. So now the packing status is changed to pending approval. So in order to approve it, the packing supervisor needs to go to the manual packing menu again. Then they can choose the packing order. Then they can go to the operator queue. Okay, so from the operator queue, they can see the thing with the pending approval packing status. So they can click on it. Here they can see the length marking and all those things, and then they can approve from here. Okay, so once they approve it, then from the stock availability side, from the now my packing is done. So the next thing will be from the packing location, we can do the stock transfer to the store location and proceed with the delivery invoice. So that's the overall flow for the manual packing applet. It might seem a bit complicated for the initial look, but once you get used to it for a few times, then the flow will be clear. So just to recap the thing again, the packing order applet is basically used for the MRP side for the packing thing. But before we proceed with the packing, we need the order. Then after order, we need the planning. Then after planning, we need to manufacture it. Then we need to do the stock transfer. Then only we can proceed with the packing using the internal packing order applet.